Take a look, it's in a book.
Mike's reading Rainbow. Mike's reading Rainbow.
Alrighty, Mike's Reading Rainbow is back with another episode, and this week I will be discussing a new one. It's Wealth Without Cash by Pace Morby. This one's different. It was new for me as well. It covers creative financing, specifically subject to financing. Our title company that we partner with, Fidelity, was kind enough to actually run a class explaining this in depth. And then, of course, the book certainly helped out as well. He has an awesome Facebook group. It's just really cool stuff. And, in the real estate world, when we kind of get into it, when we take our classes, we got to take the exam. And just in general, the day-to-day operations, we just deal with traditional financing or cash. And we kind of close our minds to, creative financing options. There's ownerable carry, lease options, subject to, wraps. There's a bunch of them. And a lot of these agents just kind of shut that down. So it's really for a specific type of seller that might be interested in this type of situation. People typically that, they might be upside down on their home, but they really have a very attractive interest rate still. If they put it on the market traditionally, with the real estate fees and everything else, they'd end up losing money. So this option gives the buyer the opportunity to assume the mortgage and take over the payments as well, and kind of allows the seller to walk away to where they're not out of pocket anything. So again, it's a very specific type of seller, but this is a solution for some of your clients out there. So I think every agent out there, whether or not you want to partake in, this type of transactions for yourself, but you should have a general understanding, a general knowledge of it, so you can explain to potential sellers, potential buyers, what their options look like. Are there risks involved? Sure, absolutely. There's risks with almost everything. But again, if you educate your clients, you educate your sellers, you're going to be that much better. And 9 times out of 10, like I said, it's very specific, the type of seller this falls in line with. They may not be interested. More than likely, they won't be interested. However, they're going to be probably very impressed the fact that you have information on creative financing and different options. And they may use you just to list traditional anyways, just because you seem to be the more competent listing agent. So I always recommend continuing learning about stuff, even though it's a little bit outside of the box. They call us unicorn agents for those who are a little more familiar with creative financing. But on a personal side, it's a really creative way of kind of preserving your funds if you're looking to scale and get investments, and then also take advantage of interest rates that are already in place. Right now interest rates are like 7% plus. If you're buying stuff, it's really tough with the margins as far as making the numbers make sense to where you're making money or whatever. But in this case, if you're assuming somebody's mortgage at 3%, it does open up the door for a lot of opportunities, and it makes a lot of things possible that otherwise maybe wouldn't have been. So do yourself a favor, follow Creative Financing with Pace Morby. It's a great Facebook page, and read his book, Wealth Without Cash. Pace Morby. Thanks.
Mike's reading Rainbow. Mike's reading Rainbow.